What's going on, everybody? James here, redoptionagency.com. 23 years selling full-time on eBay. It'll be 24 in August, if you're wondering. All right, so as you know, yesterday was a huge mess with eBay, and I'm already getting to yesterday's full day numbers with only 6 hours of sales today. So yeah, that just want to let you guys know that is like the difference between eBay working and not working. I can get a full 24 hours of sales when it's not working, and then the day it is working, I can do that number in 6 hours. And that's just the consistency of my store is I know what numbers I should be getting on a daily basis. So when the site has all those problems, all those issues, and then it just, for whatever reason, stagnates the sales, it could be a million things. Offers still are not working properly. We know this. Is it checkout? There's been a lot of problems with checkouts over the last 3 years. Is it server issues? There's been a lot of server issues over the last 3 years. So are the items populating correctly in the search across the world, right? For everybody to see. A lot of people throw out the geo, the location thing, where you get all these sales for one section of the country and that's it. So there's a whole lot of factors that go into this search engine, the search engine not working properly. You type in something and it brings up pages of stuff that has nothing to do with what you typed in. So on those days when all these problems going that's today. That's when it's working properly. So when the site's not working with all these little issues and errors that pop up, how is that affecting the actual sales? What part of the transaction is not working properly? Is it the search? Is it the populating your items into search? Is it, whatever the case may be? No questions for that. So I started a link or a thread on the eBay boards again, and every day I'm just going to put what issues keep coming up. Today I had an issue with the search bar right here for most of the day. It just wasn't showing. No matter how many times I refreshed, it just wouldn't show. And for the last year or so, it's been here and there. Like I could refresh and it would show up if it wasn't there. Where today, for a good 15 minutes, I couldn't get that search bar to even pop up. But thankfully it is now. So that's been the only problem that I've encountered today so far. And I've never seen it pop up 3 times in a row refreshing. So that's a good thing. No, there you go. So see, it's gone this time. So, but at least it's up more than gone right now, where before it wouldn't even come up. So I'm just going to look and see what's been selling. And we can go through both stores. You guys can just see what's up. I haven't really listed much today. Furnace people are here putting in the new heater core into the furnace. So I had found some just the discs in storage, just the discs on games and CDs. So I pulled out some of the games that I thought would go for a little bit higher, and I listed those 3. So Silent Hill 4 for $45, Crazy Taxi for $15, and disc 2 of Resident Evil for the GameCube for $60. And then some promo CD singles that I have multiples of. I listed those today. So just doing a little volume thing today. Like I got 9 of those. I got 14 of those. I like listing stuff with multiple quantities. I got 21 of those. So those things always make me happy. If you didn't see my post, since I started print ads, I listed it was a little over 200, like 203, 206, something like that. I had listed 209. I'm not even sure. But in my test run, it's been a little over a week, and I've already sold 6 of them. for $59. Well, $60 rounded, but so I think that's a good start for a little over a week. With only listing 200, we're only showing 5 here, but it was 6 because it was $60 and they've been selling it for $10 a piece. The other one that sold was it a video game? Maybe I don't remember the first one sold, but these I even questioned whether to pull these out. So the one magazine I had, it was a guitar magazine, and it had all these PV ads for their different styles of guitar and basses and what have you. And I'm like, I mean, there was a lot of them. And I'm like, maybe I might be wasting my time with these, right? But then I stopped myself and go, no, you're going after stuff that maybe nobody else has up. That's the whole point in this test, is to try things that maybe somebody else is not doing. So if you're questioning it, go ahead and do it. And that's what's been selling. All of them but one was that from, well, all of them but 2 was from that guitar ad, right? Yeah. We got the Orange County guitar, PV guitar, $10. This grind bass ad, the PV's Cirrus bass, and the PV Liberator guitar. So, you know, and then we got this 2-page ad of Rudy Sarzo for PV bass. But all of them, but I wish I knew what the first one was that sold, or maybe it was the second one that's not showing up here, because it's showing I've sold $60 worth. So that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, yeah. So maybe they're including shipping. Maybe that includes, maybe it was only 5, but it was $60 because maybe that includes the shipping. So I didn't think of that. But yeah, I thought that some of the video games would be the first to sell, but nope. And that's the way it kind of usually is when I do things like this. Like the things that I wouldn't even have thought of sell first. It happens a lot when I would go and get a big old lot of hats. I'll put up these nice ones that I think are going to move quick, and it ends up like the ones that you wouldn't expect that move quick. So it happens pretty often. So I always try to make sure that if I'm questioning it, go ahead and run with it, because I'll probably be surprised in the end. But let's see what else has been selling. I haven't moved anything over since the toys to the new store yet. But maybe I can get to something today. But we got some 8-tracks here. That's what just sold, came through that you heard. Yeah, Ronnie Millsap 8-track. So we had that 8-track lot that just came through. Some vinyl, CDs, tape onlys, Herbie Man, Rattlebone cassette, Styx vinyl, Herbie Man vinyl. See? There's another one. This is what happens when I have no issues with eBay. My stuff sells. Now I'm hoping they don't do anything to the site today, at least my account, so these things can keep coming through for the remainder of the day. Sometimes I'll notice a change in the middle of the day and all of a sudden my sales stop. So hopefully they won't touch it today. Give us a nice break. Chris Ledoux, shot glass, another tape only. Let me see how those are doing. So that was another test of mine, the tape only and the discs only, right? So I have done them in the past, but I never done them. I never committed. I would put one up here and there and what have you. So let's see how those are pulling through. So tape only, I've got 374 listed. And sold, we've got 32. So only 10 a month on those. So not a huge factor, but, well, and that ain't even going to be exact. So that's tape 1 only. Tape 2 only. So just say 10 a month because it's a little over. $8.30 anyway, so not great, not great. Disc only, but you got to remember it's 2 pictures on the cassettes, 1 picture on the CDs when I do it. So the listing of it is super quick. So disc only's got 677. So to beat the cassettes, they'd have to do what, more than 64, because that's about double. Almost double. So we have 77. So a little bit better, not much, but again, these are items that it takes like 30 seconds to list. So the volume that you can put up if you have it on these is crazy. I just went through a whole box today, and that's where I put those games up. There was a bunch of CDs and DVDs and more games too. So I'll eventually get those up also. So, and then the one thing I noticed with the cassettes and the CDs actually, that when they do, not all the time, but when they do sell, some of them do sell, they're added to actual full CDs, you know, with the case and stuff. So they're doing the buy 2, get 2 free, and they're throwing those in. So I like that a little bit better because it's bulk buy, so that's why I like it better. But yeah, so let's see here. So that's what's going on here. Let's see what number we're at over here then. So we're at $251, almost even with yesterday numbers on this account. On the other account, I'm already past yesterday numbers. So today over here I'm at 175. So already right at yesterday's numbers before halfway through my day, but there was a shutdown overnight. I had 2 sales from 8:30 p.m. to about 8 a.m. So almost 12 hours with only 2 sales. So that told me there was a shutdown, maintenance issues. They came in, did some things or whatever, and then all of a sudden I started getting sales. So my sales have come like within a 6-hour span. So doing 24 hours of yesterday's sales in 6 hours today. So that's why I bring it up a lot and I talk about it a lot, because that's a huge impact, right? If you 6 hours, that's 1/4 of a day. I did 1/4 of yesterday I did 1/4 of my normal sales, down 75%. That's huge numbers. That's why I am vocal about it and keep putting it out there in hopes that somebody wakes up. So I don't expect it. You know, you prepare for the worst, hope for the best. But if you don't say nothing, nothing will happen, right? As Gretzky says, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So over here we got Ivanka, some Air Jordans, this Utapio hat. Not sure what that is. It's more of a military hat, an actual military hat. So that was a decent sale this morning. Here, as I told you, I love distressed hats. Got paint all over it. Borden Decorative Products hat. Totally distressed. Sold. Love it. I love those sales. Those sales make me happy when I see them go. Oh, this is new low price. Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that on one of my items. At least I never paid attention. Never jumped out at me that I know of. So Stars, Lou Fest. I've only sold 1 toy since I moved to toys over here, so I'm like, oh, I was hoping to sell a couple more. Finally sold this Garfield shirt. This thing took forever. I got it on vacation maybe 3 years ago. Didn't go last year. And it wasn't the year before, so I think it was 3 years ago. And it was a cool vintage shirt, so I'm surprised it took so long to sell. Again, that's one of those items I thought would move quicker than it did. And then these blank hats are something that moves quicker than I thought they would, right? So instead of putting broken zipper, I put broken hoodie. I do that so much. Like I'll have my thoughts just get so jumbled when it comes to what actually comes out of my fingers. Like I have to proofread everything at least twice because what's in my head don't always come out. I mean, I will have totally different words come out as I'm typing than what I'm actually thinking in my head. It's I don't get it. I don't understand, but I've always been that way. It's totally odd how I could think one thing, but yet something else comes out the other end. That sounded gross. Something's always been broken there. Brain broken. Yeah, I'm brain broken. How are you? That's another reason I'm thankful I was able to find something I love doing and can do it successfully is because, I'm not the smartest person in the room, but most of it's by choice because I don't want to waste my time learning stuff I don't really need to learn. The stuff that I care about learning is the stuff that really impacts or I enjoy, right? So I've always looked at it that way and was hopeful to make it through life um, out of the ghetto, if you will. So very thankful. All right, so that's where I am today. So I'm gonna finally try to get some real listing done, and get a flow going here. So just wanted to check in, let you guys know what's going on today. Since I check in with the problems, no problems for me today. Everything's flowing pretty well. So other than that search bar thing, but maybe it's fixed now. Maybe it went down because whoops. Maybe it went down because they fixed it. Like I said, I've never seen it come up this many times in a row. That's awesome. I think maybe I can count on it now again, finally. Yeah, right. All right. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out, and I will see you all in the next video. Later.